Hello and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, April 10th, 2023, recording live from the Yay Studio. I am your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I have one, Bob Aldritz.
Yeah!
And one, Justin Moore.
Hello!
As well as Trey Dishner.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for being here today, everybody. We do appreciate it. We got a good one in store for you, as normally we always do that thing. But today as well. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, share with friends, and follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Last week was a super spicy episode in which I tasted one of the hottest sauces on earth. Not a fan of it. We had some great debates about the Celtics and Warriors and played a new game called Free Agent Frenzy, which quickly became my favorite game of the last few months. Loved that game.
It's a great game.
Good.
Big fan of that game. It's a very fun episode, so be sure to check that one out if you have not already. Now, this is the basketball game show after all. So, Justin, can we get an update on the scoreboard and our picks from last week, please?
You can indeed. So, the big winners from last week would be Michael and Bob. Bob, you stand atop the leaderboard, 3,000 points. You feeling good?
The Paolo pick, man.
Yeah, the
Damn.
Paolo Banchero pick. Paolo under 25.5 versus the Cavs. Paolo Banchero had 20 points, so that did put you in the lead with 3,000 points. Michael, you are in second place with 2,300 points.
Yes.
You had Steph's over at 29.5, but you bet small, so didn't
That's
take
okay.
a commanding lead. But
That's
hey,
all right.
I'm so proud of you at
Playing it safe.
34. I had Anthony Edwards over at 23.5 versus the Nets, and he scored 23.
Rough.
Yeah.
But
Woof.
great line by us.
Great line.
10 out of 10 line.
Great
Good one.
line. But I am in third place, 1,600 points. I only bet 500 points. Hey, you took a big swing, Trey. You bet all of your points last week. Josh Giddey's over at 6.5 assists. He had 5 versus the... I forget who.
But because of your pick
You-
of UConn to win the national championship,
You have 100 points.
you got the 100 points. So
I
you're
almost
not...
went back to his assist this week, too.
Yeah,
I
we know.
Yeah, I was like,
What am I
whoa.
doing? Yeah.
So if you, listening at home or watching at home or however you are enjoying this brilliant content, want to keep track of all of those game picks as well as chat with us, ask us questions, give us game ideas, all that good stuff, be sure to hit the link in the description of this episode. It is a fun and
Free.
way to support the show. All right, so let's get right to it with a game that we played a couple weeks ago, but I loved it so much we're going to do it again. It's time for Over Under.
Let's go.
Golly.
Gee.
That'll keep
times I'm just going to throw up. It's so disgusting.
that'll keep
I
that'll
know.
keep
Michael's
you up
a
at
host
night.
or a DJ? Bangers.
All right.
The podcast is actually a way for Michael to explore his amateur DJ career.
Re-explore, yeah. Yeah. All right, everybody,
Right,
let's get
Bob.
to it. So this one is pretty straightforward. I will list a stat from around the league. You will then work as a team to determine whether the actual stat is over or under the given prompt. If you get it right, you get 100. If not, I get the 100. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like
I
that.
thought you were diving.
I was like, whoa, okay.
Question 1. Minutes played by Rudy Gobert in yesterday's regular season finale. Over under 15 and a half.
Oh, that's a good line. Because in my mind, I was like, okay, it's 15 minutes.
15 and a half.
So I think the fact that it's right there, I think it tells us that it should be under. I don't know
I think
why.
that they lost a few players at halftime.
I immediately thought 15, though.
He,
So it's like
he
what
left
we've been
at
seeing.
halftime, so
Okay.
do the math on that.
I just
think
did
it's-
it.
I think it's over.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this game's funny because it always comes down to whose gut do we trust? And it's never the right one.
That's true. No, that's right. We've had a couple. We've had a couple
We had
runs.
one.
Let's go.
Let's go gut. So Trey's gut wins. Over under.
This is
Deciding
what
vote.
happened last time you guys played
I
this
know,
game.
I
right?
know. That's what I'm
Deciding
saying.
vote.
It was mom and dad
I'm gonna-
disagreeing
I'm gonna,
over here.
I'm gonna go under.
All right.
So we're going under?
All right.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this time, your gut was right.
Yay!
Yes, correct. He played
Let's go.
13 minutes in yesterday's
go.
game. All right, this is a long one, so buckle in. The Minnesota Timberwolves sent Rudy Gobert home yesterday after an altercation during a timeout with Wolves forward Kyle Anderson, in which Gobert threw a punch at his own teammate during a game. After giving up 4 players, including a better, younger version of Gobert, and 5 first-round picks for him, Gobert only played 13 minutes in the most important game of the season. Then, to add injury to insult, Wolves forward Jaden McDaniels broke his hand after punching a wall heading into the tunnel. McDaniels is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league and will now miss extended time as the Wolves face the greatest player of all time in their first play-in game. What chance do you give the Wolves of beating this Lakers team? And given their troubles, can they make it out of the play-in?
The Timberwolves will lose against the LeBron James.
Oh, wait, real quick.
Golly, that's crazy.
And
We in Minnesota now.
I think this is super interesting because it happened on Easter Sunday. It happened on the last day of the season. Like, we can all just chill, relax, check the scores on our phones while we're eating, your brunches and dinners and stuff. This was low-key one of the most exciting finishes to a season where it shouldn't have been. There was enough movement and between play-ins and playoff seeding. It was super fascinating. And the fact that this happened, Jalen McDaniels breaking his Jalen McDaniels breaking his hand. Jalen McDaniels breaking his hand like Amari Stoudemire on a fire extinguisher.
he only played 9 minutes.
It's wild. I'm a fan of all of this. B, damn. Come on, Minnesota.
What percentage would you give them to beat the Lakers tomorrow night?
9%.
9%. Okay. Do you think that they can somehow get the 8th seed? Because also worth mentioning, when I wrote this prompt, Gobert hadn't yet been suspended for the one game. He is now suspended so they're without Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert for tomorrow night's matchup against the Lakers.
And here's the deal. Potentially they could win. Anthony Edwards still won that game for them.
Yeah.
Which is still incredibly impressive to do.
Anthony Edwards, 26 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 4 blocks, 8 turnovers, which we don't love, but
it's
whatever. High usage percentage. Justin, what you got?
Well, I don't believe they're going to beat the Lakers tomorrow.
Right.
I do think they can get out of the play-in. I need people to quit punching walls inside of stadiums. They're made of concrete, guys. It's never going to end well. But I mean, super exciting. You know what? A great way to book in the season. The season kind of really started with somebody punching somebody in the face. Yeah. The season ends with somebody punching somebody in the chest. So it's all good.
He tried for the face, though, didn't he?
I
don't think so.
I
guess
really
I've only seen the
that
one
hard.
angle.
He got more punishment than somebody else did. So
it was more of a brother, punch to the shoulder kind of thing.
Yeah. Trey?
So Gobert is out. So he's not traveling with the team.
He didn't even travel. Yep.
So he has a 1-game suspension when he comes back.
No.
right?
No.
Okay.
That is the suspension.
Okay, that is-
against the
okay.
Lakers tomorrow night.
Gotcha. I give them a 0% chance
Ooh,
to beat the Lakers.
0%.
No, the way LeBron's definitely you're not beating LeBron in this game. You have Jaden McDaniels who just broke his hand. That's the biggest loss out of those 3 players.
Big time.
He's one of 6 players to guard All-Stars for more than 1,000 minutes while on the court. So I mean, he should be definitely considered for all defensive.
Yes, he will be.
But no, that's a big loss. The Timberwolves are done. I mean, Gobert, you have 3 players that are core players of that team that are fighting, or Jaden McDaniels isn't a part of that, but he broke his hand over an incident.
Yeah.
So
And Mike Conley
it's a
is
big loss.
still playing peacekeeper.
It's a
he's
big
trying.
loss.
Yeah.
But what would you? How much would you say? What would you think affects this Wolves team more in their game against the Lakers tomorrow, and then potentially, most likely, the second play-in game that they'd have to do? The absence of Gobert and Jaden McDaniels, or this now underlying chemistry issue they've got?
That's huge. The chemistry issue is going to be it's going to linger on for the future.
Right.
For this game, it's definitely going to be the defensive presence that you lose with McDaniels and Gobert. Because I mean, if Gobert does have a very good defensive game and can, kind of stop AD or do what he can to stop AD, and McDaniels does what he can to guard the top LeBron, whoever it is, their top offensive player. That's with them not on the court, that's a huge loss. So I mean, they're not winning this game.
Okay, you give them a 0% chance.
0%.
0%. Okay, well, I'll be generous a little bit. I'm going to give them a 10% chance. It's one game; anything can happen. Rockets went 0 of 29 or 0 of 26 from 3 in a row or something like that. So anything can happen. I don't think it'll happen, but I could see the Lakers trying to get the 8 instead of the 7. so that they could play the Nuggets instead of the Grizzlies. But I doubt that they're going to try to leave it up to one game only, and I don't think that LeBron and AD are trying to play with the play-in like that. So I'll give him a 10%. Look, the Jaden McDaniels loss is huge. He started 79 games for Minnesota this season and was playing 30 minutes a game, averaging a steal and a block per game, which on paper isn't overwhelming. But he, like you mentioned, one of only 6 to guard All-Stars 1,000 minutes this season. He was one of the best defenders in the league, and they really could have used him to try to slow down LeBron. The Gobert drama also really matters. Chemistry matters in the playoffs in big games. Now they have one day to put aside their differences and try to beat one of the hottest teams in the league with 2 top 10 players who look very determined. Look, it just does not look good for the Wolves. Like from a very generic standpoint, like from an unbiased position, it does not look good for the Wolves in this game.
They need Anthony Edwards to drop a 50 ball.
Something like that. So here's the thing. The Wolves won the season series
real.
against LA 3-1, right?
Yeah.
LeBron missed 2 of those. AD missed 1. The last time they played on March 31st looked like the best measurement of this matchup, and the Lakers just bullied them in a very, very important game for both of the teams because it would have settled. It would have. I mean, the Wolves still won the tiebreaker, but it was a week and a half to go in the season, and the Lakers really kind of manhandled them, honestly.
Was Cat back for that game?
Yes, they were both at full strength.
Yep.
That's another thing. Cat's just getting back. So
Yeah,
He dropped 30 in this game.
So here's I saw this tweet from Trevor Lane on Twitter, who's a good follow if you don't follow him. There's a in 304 possessions with Cat on the floor, but without Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid, or Jaden McDaniels. They're obviously without Naz Reid now for the season. Jaden McDaniels will most likely not make the rest of their postseason, and Rudy Gobert is going to miss this game tomorrow. The Wolves are plus 9.5 points per 100 possessions, which is the 95th percentile in the NBA, which meaning that's pretty damn good. As one of them, they don't have those guys. With Gobert and Towns on, but Reed and McDaniels off, the Wolves are minus 6.5 in 260 possessions. So, assuming their starting 5 is Conley, Edwards, Torian Prince, Anderson, and Towns, is plus 34, but it's only 26 possessions overall. So. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, anything can happen. You don't know. Maybe they find a reason to fight for it and they figure it out. But look, I'm ready to say it on air. I think we all knew it was going to happen one way or another. I have been watching a lot of Western Conference basketball in the last few weeks, and I have come to the conclusion the Los Angeles Lakers are my pick to win the Western Conference. Look, like I said, we all knew it was going to happen. If LeBron is healthy and looks focused, I'm not going to doubt him. I'm not going to doubt this team. If both LeBron and AD, the only team in the NBA with 2 top 10 players, if they're healthy, I'm picking them. They went 19 and 10 in their last 20. Sorry, 18 and 10 in their last 28. They have one of the best records over the course of last month. Anthony Davis is playing as well as anyone in the league right now. Not over the course of the season because he missed much time. He's had up and down games, but right now, give me AD. Alongside anybody else. Look, the West is full of teams that can give the Lakers trouble. I realize that. I'm not saying they're going to walk through. I think they're going to have a couple 7-game series on their way. But I do think that this is a very good team with a very good defense, with very good chemistry, like we were mentioning, with the greatest player of all time and a guy in Anthony Davis, who, like I said, playing as good as anybody. And by the way, just real quick, if LeBron James wins ring number 5 in year 20, you can flush any GOAT debate you have right down the toilet. You can talk to me later. You can call my office, talk to my receptionist, have her check my schedule, see if we can make an appointment, and you can talk to me about it later.
Okay, dude, you're giving Lakers fans that hope, Michael.
I'm not giving
that
it.
Hope
the Lakers
to
team
make
is
it all the way.
The Lakers team is. I don't know if they can. I don't know. I'm not predicting them to win the title right now because I don't know who they're going to face, and there's some matchups out there that I think all 3 teams in the East could give the Lakers a fit.
They could have got themselves out of the play-in.
All
they had to do was win some games.
Well,
they don't win.
It happens. But how long ago were they the 11, and now they're the 7 seed, have to win 1 game and go against the Grizzlies? So I mean, I don't think
I wasn't worried about the Lakers. I knew they were going to make the playoffs.
I don't think all season you did though, did you?
I thought the 2 and 10 start.
I knew that they had it in. LeBron.
At least a play-in, that's like the mentality. At least they'll make it at least the play-in.
Yeah, they're making the play-in.
Yeah,
like I knew that was going to happen.
What happened?
Anthony Davis got injured.
Exactly.
Right. And so that's my thing is like
If healthy.
That could happen at
if they're
any
healthy, I'm
possession.
picking them. And so that's a big question mark on this Lakers team. But it's also a question mark with the Suns.
Yep.
It's also a question mark with the Clippers. Paul George is probably going to miss most of the first round, if not more, if they make it past the Suns.
Yeah.
Kawhi could at any point just who knows.
So what about the Nuggets though?
The Nuggets are the only healthy team, not the only healthy team. The Kings are the only healthy team because anything could happen to Michael Porter Jr. Aaron
Yeah.
Gordon isn't the most
I agree
tip-top
with that.
shape guy.
True.
Jokic has been dealing with his hamstring tightness. The Kings are the healthiest team in the West, and a lot of these teams have health concerns. A lot of these teams have health question marks. So I'd say it's the two biggest in my mind. The two biggest contenders in the West, the Suns and the Lakers, have the two biggest question marks in terms of health. But if they're all healthy, I'd love to see it.
And the Nuggets aren't in your top 2. Interesting. For in contention to come out of the West.
No, they're
so
not.
You just said healthiest team. We're finally getting to see
They're one
fully.
of the more
healthiest.
healthy teams. But their best player, who is their only shot, let's be realistic, to get to the finals, has been dealing with hamstring tightness. Now, who knows how much of that was just kind of let's rest up. Like, you've got your MVP case, it's all fine.
It's really the Nuggets are really built like a championship caliber team.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jamal Murray definitely still has that in him too.
And he's found his
He's
rhythm.
shown
We
it.
talked
I
about
would
it last
put
week.
more faith in the Nuggets over the Suns.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10.
Oh yeah. But would you change your pick if tomorrow the Timberwolves shock the Lakers and beat them?
No, if they end up in the 8 seed, that's easy because they get rest between round 1 and round 2.
So
Because it's a 5-game series if they play the Nuggets.
That's
it's a 7-gamer
crazy.
against the Grizzlies.
you see them
If they played the Nuggets somehow, if they lost
Upset
against
the
the
Nuggets
Wolves
first round.
and they were the 8 seed, upset I think it's 4 or 5 games. They don't have anything. Who do they got? Who do they have for Anthony Davis? Jokic.
Anthony
It
Davis,
sure as hell isn't
you're
Jokic.
Right, you're right. Anthony Davis will score.
And who is LeBron?
Anthony Davis will score 30.
Michael
right,
Porter
in the game
will lock
one.
it.
Five.
Michael
30
Porter can D up Anthony
Hold on.
Davis.
What did you just say?
Aaron
We haven't got to
Aaron
see
Gordon
it.
exists, but
That's a
also
7 foot.
I'll say this. Here's my big thing. Anthony
Guys.
Davis will have 35 in
He
the
said,
first
"Come
game.
on
Then he'll
now."
have 8 in the second game. Then he'll have
Guys.
7 in the third game.
Did
Then
the-
he'll have 20 in the fourth game.
Did the
and then
two-
he'll have 6
Yeah, we
in the
ignored it.
fifth game.
Did the two
And then-
guys that you just said can guard Anthony Davis are Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron
You're
Gordon?
going to throw people
Yes.
at him?
You're kidding me, right?
You
I have-
throw
we haven't
both
got-
of
I
them
have-
at them? Yes, absolutely.
Of course. I have-
Actually, like the Nuggets, the way they
Anthony
rock the
Davis
defense
is just as brittle as
legit.
Michael Porter.
I have no
More
faith
so,
at
yeah.
all in
Yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
Davis anymore.
You can
I'm
flood
completely out on Anthony
Yeah.
Davis.
You're out on Anthony Davis.
Completely.
like me and Chris Middleton, completely out. Like I don't even want to hear about him anymore. Exactly. So the thing with the Nuggets defense, the way they react, isn't all the defense is on Jokic's shoulders.
Well,
It's
it can be
calling
because
for help.
they would be the last in the league in defense if it was.
Well, they're the first in the conference. It's fine.
I don't have obviously the defense. Yes, I have faith in them. I have faith in the Nuggets. But the Lakers series would be a lot.
I just
of
feel
fun,
like
man.
brittle bones and
go 5 games
brittle
now.
body and high altitude. He's bound to get hurt.
Here's the
up
thing about AD though. In this last month or so, he has been consistently.
He has been playing crazy.
He's been playing crazy, and he's not getting those ticky-tacky injuries that he was because they knew they were on a run. Well, here it is now.
He has
And LeBron's what?
That means it's coming.
Okay, or not. Like, the thing about when it happens in January or February is that he can afford to miss a few games. It's not that anymore. It's not. It's not that. We just said what happened. What happened when they played the Suns? They were up 2-1. LeBron's doing the post up, and Andre Drummond's back there doing the same thing, right? And then AD goes down, and they lose the remaining 3 games.
Yep.
It isn't that. If it's not a serious injury, I expect him to play. Same thing with LeBron, obviously. 33-6-6 in the last game of the season. Michael Jordan's last game in his year 20. What was he? Oh, he wasn't play year 20. All right, good job to you. 100 points to each of you.
Good one.
On to question 2 now. Games missed by Paul George since his knee injury in late March. Over under 9.5.
I'm gonna go under again.
Damn.
Games missed.
Yeah,
Yeah. What do you think, Trey?
late March. Would have played
Late
at least
March.
9 games.
Not the middle
11
of March,
games.
Since
Wait.
late March.
I would have played
Since his
9.
knee, since this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I was
You know
thinking
what?
when he
I'll even give you.
snapped
I'll
his
even
leg.
give you a hint. The exact injury date was March 21st. So late,
I'm not.
late-ish.
Yeah.
Late-ish. Pretty much mid.
Yeah.
He's played every game since that.
What?
But he's still not playing, dog.
Wait, what did you
He's still
say?
out. He's gonna miss the first round of playoffs.
Nine games.
Yeah.
9.5 is the over/under.
Dude, it's right on
said,
the
"Wait,
dot.
what?"
It's
He
right
has
on the
not
dot, I
played.
bet.
Yeah.
I'd go under.
Um,
I don't know
okay.
because he threw out.
I think it's
Let's
over.
go over.
It's over. I
Over.
think it's on,
Over.
I think it's
Over.
on the 10.
Over?
said
We
he has
finally
to-
all
I,
agree?
I think it's 10, yeah.
Over.
Over.
We got a team agreeing on over?
Over.
Hell yeah.
Wrong.
It was 9 games. 9 games exactly. Yeah, you know, I realized that the last time I did this, a couple weeks ago when we did over-under for the first time, I didn't really come for you guys.
Yeah.
I gave you pretty generous over-unders. Both of these were a little closer because they were smaller numbers. You know, it's not going to be 80 games that he missed or anything. So, but
I'll say this. I was like, oh man, great line. And then I go, he knows the answer.
yes, I did craft it from scratch. That is correct. All right. After what has been a wild last few weeks to the season, the Clippers find themselves in the unfortunate position of playing the Kevin Durant-led Suns in the first round. The Clippers will be without star guard Paul George for at least the majority of the series. Bob, what do you expect from this crazy matchup?
So I think this will be what everyone's going to tout as the marquee matchup with superstars galore and the face. It's going to be amazing. I think that I don't want to argue for either of these teams. I want to argue against both of them, actually. I don't think that the Suns with... Listen, I get it. They're 8-0 with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul.
They haven't played anybody.
Exactly.
They played
Sure.
one team above 500, and that was the Bulls, who sat DeMar DeRozan.
Exactly. So the fact that the Suns, this chemistry, they're not this killer team that everyone should be afraid of yet. Is the idea? Is with time and chemistry, we know things can only get better. So with this, they're young in this development. They're just. I just don't think the Suns will make it out of the first round. I also don't think the Clippers are going to make it out of the first round.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, one of them has to win the
I
series.
also don't think the Clippers are going to make it out of the first round.
Somebody's got
Paul
it.
George, like I want off this crazy Clippers train that we've been on this season.
Yep.
It's much like
Last 3 years.
Last 3 years, it's just been injury prone and just tough to watch. And while I don't trust the Clippers in the playoffs, no one should. They're like the Sixers of the West.
Oh,
It's
nice.
still
Hell
just
yeah.
it's still just like I don't like either of these teams, and it's going to be the NBA marquee first round matchup that everyone should watch. It's going to be the Phoenix Suns and against the Clippers. It's like I don't care. I actually don't want to watch this series.
Okay, well,
So
you don't have
argued
to watch
against
it,
them.
but make a pick.
Got to pick one.
Clippers
In how many?
6,
Wowza. Justin.
7.
Okay, in 7. Less of a wowza.
Yeah, I think I got to go Clippers in 7 too.
Wow.
Clippers.
Um, Because you say the Suns haven't beaten anybody, and I do agree with that. They also have way less chemistry, right? The thing about the Clippers I have as the Russell Westbrook revenge tour a little bit against Kevin Durant, just because he's that kind of guy. I know they're without Paul George, but I mean, I'm not, I don't know. I just, in my head, like, they got it. The Clippers got it. I think this is their year to make it past the Suns. I don't think it's their year to win the West or anything. But
This is their year to make it out of the first round.
right?
So since he joined the Clippers, he's averaging 15.8 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal, and
Killing
half
it.
a block.
Killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For what they need him to do.
So
You've
what's
also
your
got Kawhi Leonard. I got the Clippers in 7.
Clippers in 7. You're both going Clips in 7.
Clips in 7.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Clippers in 6. I don't have as much faith in the Suns though. Is kind of the issue there. But you know what I mean? The
Right.
Clippers just beat the Lakers.
You've
so-
been very. I will say you've been very consistent with your I guess
Anti-Sunness?
distrust of the Suns all season,
Yep.
even after the Kevin Durant trade, which is kind of wild. But Trey, what you got?
I got Clippers in 7 as well. With Paul George being out, it
Golly.
will be big. I lied. Paul George has not been playing.
That's the question.
no, but no. Yes, I think the Clippers.
Wow.
Yeah, they match up well. I think Zubac. I think Zubac puts Ayton in a chamber. I don't think that. I honestly think Ayton's not going to know what to do with him.
Hey, what do you do to AD?
And with Norman Powell being there, with his last 10, he's averaged 20. Let's look this up just so I don't.
Kill him with it.
So,
Kill him with it.
last
Facts.
10, he's averaging
off.
22 and 2, which, yeah, I mean, his points are he's a great shooter, great defender. So I think he kind of fills in that role of Paul George. Russell Westbrook, people hate on Russell Westbrook. This dude can still pop off and get a triple-double for
Only
you.
on occasion. But
On occasion, but I mean, Hey, he's been balling.
I
yeah,
thought it
he's
was a
been
solid
balling.
reference. I thought it was fun.
It was a bar.
So yeah, no, I honestly have the Clippers in 7.
Yeah, we're forgetting Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can't forget Terrence
Can't,
Mann.
you know what I
Terrence
mean?
Mann.
Okay, so
I don't know what's going on over
Yeah,
And then
here.
you got,
basketball-
and then you
basketball
got,
reference
you got
accent.
Mason Plumlee too. They just added him. That's another big
I think
guy.
Mason Plumlee,
Dude,
yeah,
they don't
huge.
have the
And if-
bigs to match up with.
And
them.
if Jason Tatum can lock down Kevin Durant, you don't think Kawhi Leonard can lock down Kevin Durant?
Hey, what about Bones Highland?
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, Clippers.
Hey,
Clippers Clippers in 4.
Hey,
Hey, I said it here first. Clippers in 4.
Hey,
Let's go.
Hey, real quick, everybody listening. Remember last week we were all in this Timberwolves train for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Bet on the Suns right now.
I cannot believe you guys. Okay, look,
Let's hear it,
I
Michael.
personally, I think the Suns are very scary. I think that they're a nightmare matchup for the Clippers. I'm really nervous about what happens when KD and Booker get hot and Chris Paul can just run the offense, get his mid-range shot going, and get Ayton involved. Ayton's averaging 18 and 10. And this season, in the 2 matchups against the Clippers, he had 18 and 16 and 12 and 14. So I don't know what you're talking about the Zubac locking him up,
Was
but
Zubac in there?
I mean,
I would imagine. I can double check, but I would
Let-
imagine. You can look it up if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm also nervous, though, when that first time out comes. Because the Suns don't have the depth that the Clippers do, as you were talking about. Nobody in the league can stop Kevin Durant. We just said that, right? Nobody in the league can stop him. He's one of the best scorers in NBA history. But if there was one person in the NBA today that would have a shot at it, it's Kawhi Leonard. I've said this for years. They are each other's paramour. They are twin flames. They were meant to play basketball against one another. They were meant to guard one another. Kawhi was put on this earth to defend Kevin Durant.
Elder Project.
Right.
The last time they played, though, was February 2nd, 2021.
Yeah.
In that game, Kawhi went for 33 and KD went for 28 points on 11 of 13 shooting. And that's the scariest part about the Suns team. KD is just going to get to his spots, make the easy shots, and the rest of the guys can get theirs. I really wish the Clippers were full strength. I would love to see it if they were full strength because I'd love to see Paul George hit up Devin Booker while Kawhi's on KD. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the thing.
That would have been the mark.
I ask-
I'm
that
really
would have been a huge matchup.
I'm less so surprised that you guys are picking Clippers. I'm more so surprised that it's like all 3 of you are picking Clippers. I'm going Suns in 6. The Clippers not only have been have shown that they are not a sustainable team to choose in the Western Conference, like you said, they're the Sixers of the West. There, Bob. The other thing is they had that little fight with Bones Highland and Mason
Yep.
Mason
Plumlee
yeah.
yesterday, and we were just talking about how important chemistry is. I don't think Kawhi. It's been spoken about a lot how Kawhi Leonard is not this vocal leader who is going to get his guys back on track and get them all in the same car before they go running. Hang on one second. I just haven't seen enough from this Suns team to feel like overtly confident that it's going to be a blowout. But time and time again, the team with the best perimeter players wins in the playoffs, especially in the Western Conference, and especially recently over the last few years since the Warriors dynasty started. And the Suns have that. Chris Paul, Booker, Kevin Durant, and then obviously Ayton and Zubac. Even if you call it a wash, I still favor Ayton. I mean, so
Yeah.
what you got?
Well, my big question. I mean, I know Ayton's not. I'm not Ayton. Kawhi Leonard's not the vocal leader. You know who is a really good vocal leader and a
Russell
champion?
Westbrook.
What's the word?
Ty Lue.
Oh.
So like,
Yeah.
way better coach on the Clippers.
Ooh, I don't know about way better coach.
Way
Monty
better
Williams has
coach.
won Coach of the Year twice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ty Lue's a better coach, by a lot. In
No,
my opinion.
Monty
in my
Williams-
opinion.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I
But
disagree with your
I
opinion.
would also
Monty
say
Williams
this: what
is-
happened the last time we saw Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Let's see. We saw him for what? Oh, they got swept by the Celtics. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
Okay.
but and,
A really deep Celtics team, a really deep Clippers team, really good coach in Boston, really
Okay.
good coach in LA.
okay, yes, okay.
Got some good points.
I'm not putting any disrespect on Ty Lue.
For sure.
You know, I have talked down on him in the past, but in this matchup, I think Monty Williams is the better coach. Also, using a reference from last year on a different team with different players, different stars, like Kyrie is not Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a way better game manager than Kyrie ever has been or ever will be. Devin Booker is a better scorer than James Harden was last year, even though he wasn't even on the team in that sweep. Also, Kyrie was in and out of games. Right, they just got together. And I'm not trying to make a case for the Suns here,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying I don't think it's this crazy like I don't think it's crazy to think that the Suns are going to be a damn good playoff team.
I didn't know.
I could easily see them making the Western Conference.
That's why they
Finals.
take the Clippers to 7.
So now it's Suns in 7.
No. They take.
That's as far as they go.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they go as far as
Well,
the Clippers will let 'em
we
go.
will see.
good times.
And so we will see what happens. And I'm excited for this matchup. Are you excited for the first? I mean, because he said he didn't want to watch it. Do you want to watch it?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Tell him what. You tell
Oh
him
yeah, no,
what.
I'm very excited to watch this.
I
matchup.
can't wait. I think it'll probably be one of my favorite series to
over
watch.
there, hold me back.
Lakers Grizzlies is going to be a good one. So assuming it's Lakers Grizzlies, but we'll see. So and with that,
It's time for Bob's Buckets.
What?
Oh, whoa.
This is fancy.
We
What's
got
going
presents?
on? It's different, isn't it? Well, that's because it's me, Santa Bob's. And I'm here to deliver some presents. Yes, I know it's April, but to all the wonderful boys and girls of the world, I'm giving you playoff basketball. And with that being said, I need to also thank my co-hosts and give them presents.
oh my gosh, I don't know what's in this box, but he's.
Here it is.
Now for Trey, will you hand this to Trey,
I
please?
will.
What you got for me, Bob?
Trey, go ahead and open that. That's for you, my man. Go ahead and keep that to yourself, though. I don't want anyone else knowing what you
Nobody
got.
knowing?
Because for you, Trey, it's the limited edition Kenny Lofton Jr. McDonald's meal, baby.
Let's go.
That's right. Your meal comes with a 42-piece chicken McNugget, and for the toy, an L. Despite Kenny's best efforts, the Grizzlies still lost to the Thunder. However, you get the one-time only 42-piece of Kenny Lofton Jr.
Thank you, Bob.
Now, for Justin.
Okay,
Hey, this is a good one.
Okay.
All right, Justin. Congratulations. Santa Bob's has gifted you an NBA lottery ball. As of April 3rd, the Wizards have a 7.5% chance of hitting the big one and selecting Victor Wembanyama as the number 1 overall pick in the 23 draft. Woo! And if they don't get that, well, hopefully this sets them up for another floundering season and maybe another number 1 overall pick ball. I will get the elves start on that right away, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm eagerly awaiting what you got for me.
Oh, that's right, Michael. I actually didn't get you anything this year
Okay.
Bag of coal.
because I gave you the gift that keeps on giving. Years ago, when I dropped off that little puppy in front of your house 20 seasons ago. So Santa Bob's has gifted you yet another LeBron James playoff appearance. While averaging 41 minutes a game in the playoffs, he's also averaging 28.7 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game, and will be playing in his 267th playoff game. Wow, 267. That's insane. Now, whoa, wait. What about for Bob? Well, yeah, Santa Bob's. What'd you get for me? Well, let me tell you. The Warriors don't have to be in the play-in tournament, baby!
Let's go.
All right, now everyone, let's celebrate. Go ahead and use your gifts that I gave you.
Yep.
I don't have one.
Exactly. Did you open up the box, Trey?
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh no,
Woo!
no, not.
I shot it away from the equipment.
If you're not watching on YouTube, they shot poppers that were all old, and so the strings just stayed together in balls and fell on the floor.
Thank you, Santa.
That was great.
Santa
I popped
Bob.
it right in my box.
You're welcome, everyone, and have a great NBA season. We'll see you in a couple months.
Okay, cool. We'll see you next week. I don't know about Santa
We'll be
Bob's.
here, yeah.
Santa Bob's might not
won't
be here.
No.
All right.
Oh, nope.
Very fun, creative Bob's Buckets. I love it.
Oh, man.
Great job. All right, how about a game, folks?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's how about some head-to-head 20 questions. All right.
And just crump on.
In this one, you will each take turns asking me yes or no questions about a player I have chosen. You will each participate in 2 rounds, 1 matchup each. Whoever guesses the player gets the 100 points for the round. Think of a number between 1 and 500.
42.
64.
Oh my God. Okay, 65.
It was 91.
Ah,
Bob gets
sweet.
it. But it doesn't really matter.
Nope.
The first one is for Justin.
Yeah.
But who was okay? So who was farthest away? You were farthest away.
Yeah,
Okay, so Trey gets to go first in
Okay.
your matchup.
Okay.
You can. Yeah, we'll take
We'll
time
go
if we're running long. I'll let you know. But so
Each question's
ready to
worth
get
100
started.
points?
Oh, you
So
know
I'm
what?
asking.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
What? Run me down the rules again.
You just asking me yes or no questions about a player I have selected.
Okay.
We got it.
And I am ready when you are ready.
Western Conference player?
Yes.
Is this a forward?
No.
Is this a guard?
Yes.
Does this player play in California?
Yes.
Is this player known for shooting threes?
No.
Hmm. Is this player an all-star?
No. I love the wind, like the winter
this
wind
player-
behind it.
I
An
hear it,
American.
too.
Yes. Yes.
Can I ask a clarifying question about my other question?
Sure.
And have it not be one of my questions?
Sure.
When I said all-star, like ever an all-star, an
Nope,
all-star this year? Was it?
never.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Is this player a starter?
Let me double check.
Okay. Ooh.
Tells us a lot.
No.
Okay.
He's not a starter. He's not known for shooting threes. Has this guy been in the league longer than 2 years?
Not longer than 2 years.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Good question.
Has this player regressed this season?
You know what? I'd actually like to take a look at that.
Okay.
Give you a more detailed answer. Just a moment. You could say roughly the same. Roughly the same.
Okay.
Because he's better at one. He's better at a couple things than he was last year, but he's worse
Worse
than
at
a
a
couple.
thing?
Yeah. So
Call it a wash.
yeah, pretty much the same. What you looking at over there? What are you looking at over there? Just ignores me.
You
Hey,
talking
what
to
you
me?
looking at?
Move on.
No. Western Conference player. Has this player? Does this player average more than 15 points a game?
No.
Not a starter. Does play in California.
Guard, less than
Guard,
15.
Less than 15.
Second year player.
I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna take a stab at it.
Stab me.
Do it.
And I don't even know if this is right.
If you're wrong, he gets the points.
Oh.
You know what? Okay.
Actually, no. If you're wrong, he gets to guess. He gets to ask one
Just
more
Terrence
question and
Mann.
then guess. No, you get one question and you get to guess, Trey. If you're right, you get the 100.
So I
If
can
not,
ask the question and then guess.
ask a question, then guess.
Okay.
If you're wrong, I'll get the 100.
So it's a team in California. So Lakers, Kings, Clippers, Warriors. Lakers, Kings, Clippers, Warriors. Ooh.
And is a non-starting guard.
Non-starting guard.
Let's get a question. Let's
Okay.
get a guess. We got two more of these.
Does this player wear the number 15?
No.
Okay.
You want to guess?
That takes it out. Yes, I do want to guess.
Yes.
The guess is. Oh, no. Guard Malik Monk.
No.
It was Bones Highland.
Ooh. Bones.
I was thinking AR-15.
Just talking about him. Hey, 15 points to anybody who knows his full name.
It's starts with the N.
Okay, what's his name?
Najee.
5.
Nikhil.
Four,
Three. Nikhil is Bones.
2.
I don't know.
That's
Nope.
Nikhil
It's
Alexander Walker.
Nashawn.
Nashawn.
All right. Nope. Okay, so the next matchup is
Started
gonna-
with the N. I knew
yeah,
that.
you were right about that.
That's
But you named another NBA player when I asked you for his first
Nikhil
name.
Alexander.
Nikhil Alexander Walker Bones Highland is his name. Nikhil Alexander Walker Bones Highland. All right. The next matchup is going to be Bob and Trey.
Let's go, boy.
Ready, begin. Yes, Bob, you get to go first because you got the number closest.
Is this a Western Conference player?
I'm sorry, hold on. No.
Okay, Eastern Conference. Does this player play in the state of New York?
No.
Does this player's experience has he been in the league for at least 3 years?
I'd like to double check that, please.
Oh, man, these are ones.
No.
No.
So under 3 years.
Trying to make. I don't want to give it away. Is this player? Has this player been traded?
No.
Does this player play in the state of Florida?
Yes.
Is this player from the state of Milwaukee?
No.
Minnesota.
No. Was that your question?
No.
Oh, well, he asked one, so.
I thought it was.
No, I just made a statement. Is this an international born player?
Yes. Trey?
If I ask the question, I cannot guess.
You can guess after your question, sure.
But you can't question after your guess.
Okay.
Correct.
Is this player 6'5" or taller?
Yes.
Is this player Franz Wagner?
Yep.
Let's go.
Good job, good job, good job.
Thank
Franz
you.
Wagner, 100 points to Trey.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, last one. Let me get this pulled up. I thought I had this ready to go, but guess what? All right, Trey, it's Bob and Justin. Begin. Bob gets to go first.
Is this an Eastern Conference player?
Yes.
Is this a backcourt player? I guess this is a guard.
Yes.
Does this player play in the state of Florida?
No.
Has this player been an all-star?
No.
Does this player have more than 10 years of playing experience?
No.
Does this player play in the Atlantic Division?
No. Wait. Yes. I always forget the divisions, dude. I don't know the divisions.
That's fair.
Is this player... Oh, he's a guard. Okay. Is this player 2 years of experience?
Nope. Wait, like, does he have?
At least 2 years of
He has
experience.
at least 2, yes.
Okay.
More than 2.
Is this player a starter?
Yes.
Okay.
Was this player a top 5 draft pick?
We go different directions.
No.
Ooh. Is in the Atlantic Division. Does start. Has not been an all-star. Does this player play in the state of New York?
No.
Does this player play... Oh, damn it. In the state of Massachusetts?
Yes.
I knew it.
Oh, is this player Marcus Smart?
So it was Marcus
Attaboy.
Smart. Good job. 100 points
Attaboy.
to you. You
for
want
giving
while
me
we're on
that.
his
Thank you.
basketball reference page, you
You're
want to guess his nicknames here on Basketball Reference?
Oh, it's like Smarty Pants?
No.
Oh.
What Basketball Reference has listed here
is
is
he the big IQ?
Cobra and Wolverine.
Okay.
Those are
alright.
badass.
Right.
I've never heard anyone
Any more
describe
reasons
him as
to
that.
like Marcus Smart.
All right, we're getting into the playoffs, so it's time for some speed takes. It's speed takes time. Woo! Playoff time is upon us, so I'm going to give you guys some matchups, and we're going to get everybody's opinion on wax. Bob.
Wax them.
Kings, Warriors. Who you got? How many games?
Warriors in 6. Respect.
6. Wow.
Respect to the Kings.
Can you tell me why?
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see if Wiggins comes back. Obviously, if that happens, it's going to be Warriors in 4 or 5. However, I do think that because it's so close in proximity, home versus away, it's not that big of a deal. We mentioned it off air, but very big brother, little brother, what the Kings have done. They've watched the Warriors do over the last 5 years or so and have made the moves and have done the things right. So I'm expecting to be a great series.
Justin, who you got? How many games?
I've got a Mike Brown revenge tour. Kings in 5.
5.
Kings in 5. They're going to steal a game over in Golden State because who cares? And they're going to win all their home games. Boom, 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 boom. Kings in 5.
Trey.
I got Warriors in 7. I think it's going to be a really good series. I have the Warriors losing a couple games. They haven't played good on the road, so I have them losing a couple games to the Kings. Kings are very good offensively, have a great coach. Got Sabonis, Fox. Yeah, they have Curry, but I see the Warriors finishing it and I honestly watch the Warriors go into a Western Conference Finals.
I wouldn't be stunned. Warriors in 7 for me. We talked about how incredible the Kings offense is, but how bad their defense is. The Kings have the 8th overall net rating. Warriors have the 11th. So this is going to be a close series. I'll take Warriors in 7. Bob, assuming it's Grizzlies-Lakers, who you got? How many games?
I'm gonna say the Lakers, and I think the Lakers are gonna do it in about. It's between 6 or 7.
So they played like the first half of Game 7, and they're like, call it.
Whatever.
Okay.
6.5. No, Lakers in 6. You're going up against the GOAT. You're going up AD. Jaren Jackson Jr. versus AD is gonna be interesting, but
It will be.
I don't think really one of them. I don't think Jaren Jackson Jr. has anything that can take away from AD, whereas I think AD has a lot to take away from Jaren Jackson Jr. I just think Lakers are absolutely going to mollywop them. So Lakers in 6.
Okay. Justin?
I have got the Grizzlies in 7. I think very hard fought series. I think the Grizzlies are out there. They have a little bit of playoff experience, obviously now, not a whole lot. Obviously, not nearly the much as the Lakers have. I get it. But they're not. It's not their first time in the playoffs, like it kind of was. Like, you know what I mean? Last year we're like, oh my god, they're just happy to be here. I think they're ready to take some things seriously. I think they can win this. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. does a very good job against AD. I know the Grizzlies have nobody realistically to match up with LeBron James. Who really, really does? I don't know. But also the Lakers have no answer for John Morant. So for me,
I don't know about that.
I've got.
They do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not. Well, hey, I'm not saying no.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's anybody that's going to clamp him.
For
but
sure.
they do have defensive guards that they
For
can throw
sure.
at
The
him.
only-
Trey? Sorry, go ahead. Justin.
Sorry, the only problem the Grizzlies have is Steven Adams being out. That's it.
That's a huge deal.
That's a pretty
Trey?
big deal.
I have the Lakers in 7. I think it'll be a great series as well. The Grizzlies don't play well on the road. They do play well at home, so I do same thing. I see them winning a few at home, losing a few on the road. They have Jared Vanderbilt. I see he could stop Morant. I honestly think, it's
Okay.
a big size difference, whatever. They definitely. I see the Lakers beating the Grizzlies 7.
I do as well, and I am also going to go 7. Like I said, I'm picking the Lakers to go to the finals, but I also said I think there's going to be teams that are going to give them a hard time along the way. Real quick, while I'm looking at the season series, LeBron didn't play in 2 out of the 3 games against the Grizzlies. The one game that he did play, they won. And had 23 points, 9 and 6. But yeah, so like matchup wise, Triple J is kind of like a pretty good matchup for AD. I think it's going to be a good. It's going to get your popcorn ready. I'm going Lakers and 7. It'll be a tough fought series. Okay, let's get moving here. Who gets the 8th seed in the West, and how many games is it going to be versus Denver? There, Bob. There's a visual if you need it.
Yep. Nope. Looking at it right now too. It's going to be. Whoops. Well, now that I've already said the Lakers, I can't really say the Lakers again.
Well, no, they're not going to make the 8th seed.
Oh, sorry. True. Whoops.
Trey, who you got in the 8th seed?
8th seed in the West.
Justin, who you got in the 8th seed?
I've got the Timberwolves.
I was gonna say that's who I was going.
Yes,
with.
Really?
they're going to lose this game against the Lakers. They're going to reel it back in. They're going to beat the Pelicans to get into the 8th seed and then lose to Denver in probably 5.
Okay.
OKC.
OKC? Really? Wow.
Wow. I know.
And both playing games.
I just want to see him do well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to. What I want is the Thunder. I'd love to see SGA just average 40 for a series. That'd be
You
amazing.
know what? I see. I'm gonna go Thunder too because the Timberwolves. You know why?
Yes,
Dude,
sir!
with what went on the other night with Gobert and Anderson and McDaniels
Yeah, their
hurting his
season's
hand. I mean,
done.
dude, they're done. They're done for it.
I'm
okay,
going to take the Pelicans to get the 8th seed, but I would prefer it if with the Thunder because I would like SGA to get some playoff time under his belt. Josh Giddey, Poku, all those guys to get some playoff experience, kind of get that atmosphere under them. I do think that the Nuggets have the most pressure on them of any team in the Western Conference.
Yes, and yes.
Because how many people are picking them to win the West, and I feel like they're an underrated team, yes, but I do think that it'll be the Pelicans because I do think the Wolves are done for, and I'll go Nuggets in 5. I don't think they get Zion back, and I think that's enough.
Yeah.
All right, Cavs Knicks. Who you got? How many games?
Cavs in 5.
Oh.
Okay, can you tell me why?
So, not RJ Barrett. Sorry, Julius Randle's going to be out. He really twisted his ankle pretty hard. It's going to be tough for him to really get it all together again and help go up against, honestly, one of the most dominant backcourts, or sorry, one of the most dominant front courts in the NBA between Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley's development over this last year has been unreal. He has actually just turned up the sliders completely. So I really don't see the Knicks doing very well against them. Hey, we'll give New York one win in the Garden for the playoffs. But yes, Cavs in 5.
As I said earlier, on an earlier podcast, I should say, Knicks aren't winning a game. Cavs in 4. Yeah, they are so much better than the Knicks, specifically
Without Randall.
Without Randall, but also even with Randall, they are so much better because of that front court depth of Jared Allen and with Evan Mobley. I don't know what he's going to do with that. When you factor that in with Donovan Mitchell and you factor that in with Darius Garland, they overpower Jalen Brunson by a lot. So yeah, for me, it's scary hours for the Knicks fans, but it always is. They always kind
They're
of
used to this.
Yeah, they lose.
Trey.
Not trying to keep backpacking off you, Justin. I guess great minds think alike. I see the Cavs sweeping the Knicks. Their front court's just too much for them. They have Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. Evan Mobley's just a force offensively, defensively. Yes, the Knicks have Jalen Brunson, but with them not having Randall, it's going to be a problem.
Changing my pick, Cavs in 3.
Okay.
That's how it is.
I do think, though, that Jalen Brunson's going to give the front court of the Cavs some trouble. He is a very elusive, I guess you could say. Slippery is a adjective that's thrown out a lot. Guard, especially against bigs. Evan Mobley's had a down year from his rookie of the year or rookie of the year contention year last year.
He might win DPOY.
He's not winning DPOY. It's either Brook Lopez or Triple J. Don't do that.
Hey, leaked votes today. Saw a lot of Evan
They're
Mobley.
not voting for Evan Mobley for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm gonna go Cavs in 5 as well. I think that because of the Randall injury, that's gonna be huge, and he's their best player, and I think that's enough. Okay, Sixers Nets. Who you got? How many games?
I'm gonna go with Sixers.
How many games? This should be a quick one.
4.
Justin.
Sixers in 6.
Wow, that's surprising. Sixers in 6. Why?
Because Claxton?
Well, Claxton's great. I also think Mikal Bridges is having a little bit of a coming out party. Like, I'm going to try and win 2 games. It's a hopeful 6. He's going
to try to win more
not
than
as
that,
likely. Well, of course. But I will say this. Philly tends to, they've got some playoff kind of bombers from time to time. So,
Sure.
I have Sixers sweeping them.
Yep, I got
easy.
Sixers in 4 as well. Ain't nobody doing nothing with Joel Embiid over there. Who gets the 7th seed in the East, Bob? How many games versus Boston?
Oh, brother. I'm actually scared for Boston. The Heat, like I said at the very beginning of the season, always tend to be a scary team come playoff time. I think they're going to really, really claw. I think the Celtics are going to have to claw their way out of this one, and it's going to go to a tough 6.
Justin?
I have got the Hawks winning the one-off, and then the Hawks losing in 4, just because I think Trae Young goes crazy for one game,
Just
and then
one
I think Miami gets the 8 seed. I think we get a very good Miami Milwaukee series.
mean
That
very good?
Milwaukee wins in 4.
Okay, yeah.
4 very close games.
Sure. Okay. I was like, you're not backtracking on your. Okay.
Nah.
Go ahead, Trey.
I think this Heat Atlanta game is going to be a really good game with DeJounte, Trey battling off with Jimmy Buckets, but I see the Heat pulling through with this one, and I see them losing to the Celtics. I'll say in 6.
I agree to a T. Heat
To a T.
take the Hawks in the play-in game. Heat take a very tough-fought Celtics series to 6. I've said it before, fantastic coaching, playoff Jimmy Butler, great defense, but the Heat just cannot score the ball, and the Celtics can. So I'll go Celtics in 6. All right, last one. Who gets the 8th seed in the East? How many games versus Milwaukee? Justin, I don't need to hear from you. You already gave it to me. Bob, what you got?
I have, of course, the Hawks losing to the Raptors. So the Raptors will move on to the 8th seed.
Of course.
And they will play the Bucks. And I think it's a lot of the same, like I said about the Celtics. These Bucks are going to have to claw their freaking way out of this 8 seed. Like, this is going to be a tough game, like tough series for them. I think it has a lot to do with not only great role players up and down on the Toronto team, they've got killer defensive mentality from Nick Nurse. I don't think this is an easy route for the Bucks. Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6 against the Hawks. What you got?
Running back.
Raptors.
Or Raptors, sorry.
So Raptors against the Bucks.
Well, no.
that's
Who
what
do
I
you have getting the 8 seed, making it out of the play-in for that 8 spot, and what you got versus the Bucks?
That's tough. I got the Raptors. Got the Raptors.
Yes, sir.
Raptors 8 seed.
And the Bucks are gonna smoke the Raptors. I think the Bucks are gonna smoke the Raptors in 4.
Give me the Bulls. Give me the Bulls. Give me DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine winning 2 games, do or die games. I got DeRozan scoring 40 in both of those rude boys.
I would like
that. I would like that. And oh, was that your pick? Oh yeah. No. Well, then I would not like it. He scores 15 points in the first one. And then Bucks in 5, a gentleman's sweep, sure. Okay, that means it's time for Trey's Fact of the Day.
Alrighty, guys. So we're going to be talking about a team who sits first in the Pacific Division, sitting third in the West. Is going to be matching up against the Golden State Warriors. So we're going to be talking about the Sacramento Kings, who have scored 9,898 points this season. That's the 13th highest point total in NBA history.
Whoa.
And it's the highest by any team since the 1983-84 Nuggets.
Whoa.
So that's with that being said, I do not have the Kings beating the Warriors.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors take the series.
Yep.
They
we
do.
all-
I mean, but
Oh,
you
no.
can't look past De'Aaron Fox, who's the most clutch player in the league right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
We have DeMontis Sabonis, who leads the league in rebounds. We
Yep.
have Mike Brown, who's coach of the year in my eyes. So
I think everybody's.
it's gonna be a hard fought match. But yeah, these Kings have been playing amazing this year. So yeah,
They have, yeah. 8th overall in net rating.
Yeah.
They can splash from 3. It's just the thing is, you don't want to get in a shootout with
With
the Golden State
The one team you have to
Warriors.
play.
You don't want to get in a
No.
shootout with the clutchest player in the league.
Okay.
And next.
That's not enough. That's not enough to do it. All right, good
Sabonis.
fact there, Trey. We're
Thank
running a little long here, so we're going to get into a new game.
Let's do it.
A very exciting game that I'm looking forward to, and we're going to be doing this fairly often because it's an enigma. It's different. It's different every time, perhaps.
Right.
This is the YB Mystery Game. Welcome to the YB Mystery Game. None of you guys know how this game is played. That's the mystery.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now I
Got me.
Okay.
Today, we're going to play a simple game called layup or free throw.
Okay.
The question each and every round will simply be layup or free throw. You will win points based on whether you are correct or incorrect in that round. When someone figures out the rule, the game is over and points will be awarded accordingly. Ready to begin?
Huh. Okay.
Let's do it.
Ready to begin?
So, real quick, as
Yeah.
the scoreboard
Yep.
person.
There's a little note in there for you.
Yeah, I know. I tried to read it. It's very confusing. You'll just tell me how many points that person gets?
It'll be singular points each round. If you're right, you'll get a point. 1 point.
Layup
And then
or free
points will
throw?
be scored
Individual
accordingly.
point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, everybody works alone.
Okay.
All right, so ready to start?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Sure.
The first question is layup or free throw?
Oh, layup.
It's gonna be free throw.
Okay.
I'm going layup.
Okay. That is a point for Trey.
Let's do it.
No points for the two of you.
Okay.
All right. Next question. Layup or free throw?
We're gonna stay at free throw.
Free throw?
I'm also going to go free throw.
Layup.
Layup? It was free throw. That's a point for Bob and a point for Trey.
Nice.
Well done. You'll never guess. Layup or free throw?
Third time's a charm. Let's stay free throw.
Yeah, free throw.
Layup.
Layup? It was free throw.
Let's
go.
Let's go,
That's
baby.
points for Bob and Trey.
I know the rule. Justin can't win.
That is the rule. Yeah. I really thought that'd take you longer than that. Yes, yes. Justin can't win. Justin, because of that, well, it was going to go way longer than that, and you were going to get a shitload of points. I was going to give you 500 points for getting picked on, but because you got it so quick, we'll give you 200 points.
Okay.
That was the mystery game.
Oh,
Yes, and you guys get nothing. Sorry, you were just participants in this.
I had a feeling. Yeah, damn it. I should have fucking guessed the rule. I already forgot the
You would-
goddamn
you would-
rule.
you
I already
wouldn't- you wouldn't have
figured it
got it.
out.
The whole point of it is that Justin would have
Justin
gotten
would be
points
the
no
one.
matter what. Because he was getting picked on and not being able to score any points. I thought that'd take you longer, man. Damn it. All right, well, YB Mystery Game will be a little bit longer than next. I was like, we're running way long. This is gonna be a 20-minute game. Oh man, you guys did pretty well.
Hey, I'm a smart cookie. Okay,
Yeah, you are
I
a
figured
cookie.
things out.
You are a smart cookie.
Thank
Well,
you.
now that we've got all these points and we're gonna do some things with them, and specifically we're gonna gamble them away in props to you. Another exciting episode of Props to You.
All right, everybody. The scoreboard right now is as follows. Bob, you have 3,100 points. You are
That
in
boy on
first
fire.
place, killing it right now. Hey, Michael, you're in second place.
I know this.
2,400 points.
Indubitably.
I am in third place, 2,000 points, making up some ground. Hey, Trey, you're in
Hi.
last place, 300 points. I'll be honest with you, dark days right now. So, scary hours for you.
We're going all in.
I kind of figured.
Yeah, buddy.
You've got SGA's under at 31.5 versus the Pelicans. Woof. Scary time. Maybe not. Maybe not. 300
All
points
in.
on that. Hey, DeMar DeRozan's over 25.5. I've got Michael's vote of confidence at 240-point games against the Raptors. I'm going to bet 1,000 points to try and kind of catch up to keep my crown. Michael, you are in second place. Anthony Davis over 29.5 versus the disheveled Wolves. How many points are you betting of your 2,400?
400 points on that.
400 big ones. I like the consistency of the smaller bets. It's really working out for you. Hey,
Do
Bob!
not want to do that kind of thing again.
What's up?
You've got 3,100 points. You're taking Jimmy Butler's over at 25.5 versus the Hawks. You have a lead. What are you going to do with it?
He's gonna murder the Hawks. But I'll go ahead and do just a humble 500.
A humble 500. Big ones, folks.
Oh, wrong one.
Wrong button. Michael was about to just murder us in points.
Is that all we got?
That's all I got.
Those are the bets.
Them's is thems.
And if you listening or watching at
I
home
was
want to
like,
keep track of
"What?"
all of those picks, as well as chat with us, ask us questions, or give us game ideas, be sure to hit the link in the description of this episode to join our chalkboard group chat. It's a fun and
Free!
way to support the show, so be sure you hit that. As always, everybody, thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Wherever you're listening, just go ahead and drop a rating and a review. All that way you do appreciate it. It helps us so much. Share with friends and follow us at EA_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Just a reminder, we are recording live from the EA studio,
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
which means we do not edit. We press record and we post what we got. Bob, what do you got for the people?
It's Wizards Watch!
They're watching on the couch.
Yeah,
They're
I
watching
know.
from Cancun.
They will be
They're probably
watching.
Not even watching.
They probably won't, actually.
They're
I don't
watching
know.
their executives say that Bradley Beal needs to get traded or something.
And they're still like, no, let's not do it. Let's just
Yeah.
keep doing this.
All right,
Anyway, go ahead.
J-Dog.
I mean, okay, first of all, I've got have a great day for the people.
Okay.
I'm positive about this negative Nancy
Oh,
group
yeah,
over
you're
here.
the positive
I'm the
one.
positive
Kings in
one.
5.
I'm
Okay.
over here, first of all. Whoa.
Justin,
Hey,
Justin,
my,
you were my favorite melody.
Justin.
I'm agreeable. I don't know what you want from me.
Ay. Trey, tell me what day it is, would you?
So it's National Encourage a Young Rider Day. So I'm gonna encourage a young rider.
Like horse rider or book rider?
No, like a young rider.
Oh,
So
thank
like
God.
a book rider. So
Oh.
I'm gonna encourage a young rider to keep their eyes on Kenneth Lofton Jr., who just dropped 42 points, 14 rebounds, and he just signed not the biggest deal, but he signed a big deal of his life and signed his first major deal for the Memphis Grizzlies in his first game ever. Balled out. I've been big on him since the beginning of the season.
Second-
Zebo Jr.
Sorry, most points scored by a rookie all year.
This dude is
And he played in one
One
start.
game.
Well, he didn't play in one game, but he played in one
start.
start.
Yeah.
he's the
42
truth.
points.
Zebo Jr. Keep
I'm
your eyes
telling you,
on
he
him.
looks so much like
Yeah,
Zebo.
Right about him, young riders.
Grizzlies
Young
in
Riders.
7.
Right about that. I'm stunned that you're so anti-Lakers in this thing.
I'm not anti-Lakers. I'm anti-Anthony Davis.
Okay. Lame. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We do appreciate it. Hey, guess what, guys? We'll see you next week for a very, very special episode 100. We love you. Don't forget. Yay, basketball.